time, take your time.
Lauren.
Cool, great. Hi, I am Anthony Von Merchants, of the Duluth Von Merchants, very prominent family. Let me see what we need to know. Teaching artist, work with Epic Theater Ensemble, and I work with BAM, and Target Marching Theater, and la 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 la. A bunch of places. Actor, just finished doing a Top Dog Underdog out in New Jersey, which was fantastic. La la la. Thanks. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was lovely. Hi, welcome. Come on in. I need to find you an extra chair. I'll work on that. So. I'll use that here. All right, great. And let me see. Anything else that you need to know about me? I don't think so. Here's what you need to know about this session. It is really meant to be a chill, decompress, no pressure session. I feel strongly in my heart, especially having just done this, that I will have some type A people that's probably the reason that you became teachers, who are going to be have anxious questions, and be about how I do this right. That's okay. You can have that. I just can't feed it. I won't be able to feed it. I can't help you in that. I'm sorry. Cool. Excellent. So, first things first, we're gonna play, I even hesitate to call it a game, because there's no, you don't get out. An activity, shall we say, called Pass the Face. This is very big in UCB circles. It's very simple. I'm going to make a sound and gesture, and I'm going to, do it towards you. I'm gonna go to my left this time, because I went to the right last time.
And I'm going to add something to it. So we've gotten a request from next door. They're doing a quieter session through that hall. And I'll be honest with you. At its best, the game knocking that Anthony is introducing can get loud and really silly, and that's sort of its spot. It is why we like it. But we're gonna keep it a little bit vocally chill.
Great.
As they record a quieter session next door.
Copy that. So I'm going to give you a sound that's low and gesture, and you're going to do your best to copy that gesture as you pass it this way. However, here's the deal: your body and my body are different bodies, and so it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, which makes it your job to totally forget what I did and just focus on what's happening here and pass that along. And thus, we're playing telephone with our bodies, and this gesture is going to change and morph and change as it goes all the way around, so that what I get over here is going to be different than what I gave over there, and that's awesome. And you're going to keep on keeping on. So as I try to help the type A's, the job is not to get it right. However, I would say the job is to try to get it right. To try and emulate the thing perfectly, knowing that this isn't perfect, as in the thing that you started with is not perfect. The only perfect thing is the thing that came right before. And allowing that to grow and change, And let me see, is there anything else that I need to add that is important? I don't think.
I'm going to drop a question into it. The question I'm going to drop is, because you're really focused on the person who's showing it to you, how many points of observation can you hold?
That's the way to say it. Yes. Which also extends to make sure that the person finishes before you take on, because you can't, like a conversation, you can't have a proper conversation if you're thinking about what you're going to say next before the other person is starting. Okay. Cool. Great. We ready?
Yes.
All right. This is me remembering to keep it low. I need that much.
Sorry.
I'm behind this black hole. I know, Mr. Black. Yeah.
As you work, right? For those of us, keep working as work. So for those of us working with like elementary school, middle school, this might be a great time to sort of ask like, are we being head to toe actors? Are you really watching your partner head to toe? For those maybe working with high school, thinking about to what extent do you feel like you're observing your partner? To what extent are you just deciding what they're doing? And you're probably doing a little bit of both.
Are you done? Cool, great, awesome.
Lovely.
Wonderful. Everyone grab a chair. I think we might do short one chair.
Go take care. I'm gonna go to the chair and I'll grab one. If
I don't mind.
you'll need to sit.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make. I'm fine. One chair this way.
Yeah, we'll leave a space for her.
Cool. Excellent. So even with wonderful. Thank you very much. So without going full out on the voice, we see like first of all y'all created a thing together. I should turn this over to you. For those of you who haven't done this before, what was it like? I'm also asking this because I hate when the cameras look pointed at me. It makes you feel awkward. So help me out.
It was very comedic. It was enjoyable to watch people's interpretations, other people's movements.
Yeah, excellent. I feel that. You were going to say something?
Similar, I was just going to say, it was very interesting to see each time for me as it went around the circle, just how much it changed. And it was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but we find it pleasing when it seems like magic, right? Like when you're like, it changes here because bodies are different and because brains are different. And you're like, this thing that I started for whatever reason, because my mind is weird, counting when
I counted, and so that.
And I was like, how many times do they point? But for me, it was about times that the point happened, and I could easily see someone else be like, it's about time. You're like, you point as many times as you can in the 3 seconds. I could see how someone's mind would work that way. So when it happens by accident, you're like, your interpretation leads to a different thing. It's a lot of fun. I think I have also found that like and this is the thing you can take to your kids because it's comedy, right? Is that the act of no gets a laugh once. One time you could say no, like only the one time. After that, it's like, nope, it's not funny anymore. We don't enjoy it, right? So you come in one time and be like, honey, our children are in danger. We don't have any kids. And one time you'll get a laugh, and then after that, you're like, sorry, I don't know. So in this same game, right, when someone goes like, I actively reject the silly thing that you've done, I'm going to do my own thing, you're like, because you want to see, like, everyone's building a thing, right? We're building, to mix my metaphors, we're building a thing together, and when someone goes, I'm not going to do that, they're literally being like, I sweep away the thing that you all built together, I want none of it, I'm going to start building my own thing, and now you all have to build on my thing, and you're like, meh. Cool, great. Yeah.
Well, I have to be honest, that's what I was thinking. I teach middle school, and I know that there would be those kids that would do exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And just mess it up, and because they want to be king or queen clown.
This is why I'm naming it, because I go like, I get what you did, and they don't know why they did it often. They don't know why they do it. They're like, it's like an attention seeker. They're like, if you go, what you want is attention, they'll be like, I don't know, that's not what I want. And you're like, cool, great, but like it is. And when I give you like this thing right now, when I'm talking to you, you're enjoying it because you're getting the thing that you wanted. So I go like, hey, I get it. Like, I see what you're doing. I recognize what happens. Like, let's name what happens when you do that. And so you see how like it worked once, and now it gets less fun for everyone else. And like, we're all in a play. It's called play for a reason. So we're all supposed to be having fun together. And like, your goal, the thing that you say that you want, being king, or that you really, desire, being king clown, doesn't work if you don't play with everyone. Because But I totally hear you and agree wholeheartedly. That's why I have this moment of being like, let's note what's going on, because if you just do it without an explanation, then someone's totally gonna do that. There will be, and that's not just middle school. That's all the way to graduate school. Promise. There's like someone will be like, I could break it, and you're like, great, it's broken. Now what? Now no one can play. Anyway, moving on. Yes, sir.
I respectfully disagree.
Okay.
I think that it's presumptuous to assume people are doing it for attention seeking.
Oh, that was not a mix. That was.
I think that for my students and I'll speak for myself, the more complex it gets, the more difficult I have holding those steps in my head. So when it came to what you were doing, I was like, no, I'm just choosing out because the fear came up. I'm not going to do this right.
Okay, great. That's perfect. So, two things. First of all, I do not mean to presume that I said it was like an attention seeker, but that's not always the reason. So, that. And you know your student, so I completely accept that. And I think that's a valid thing for other students. And what I would say to you and to those students would be like, as I said in the beginning, that's okay. There isn't the right thing. Like there isn't the right. Go ahead and get it wrong. The success is in the try, and there is nothing to be lost in the failure. The failure is the not try.
Okay.
That's where you're like, hey man, if you just don't, how does that make the person before you feel? When you're like, I'm not going to do your thing, and you're like, versus being like, I'm gonna try, because everything you gave me, I was like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try because that's what I was getting, and that's it. So I'd be like, and that's a different case versus to the same way that there was like attention seekers versus like anarchists, right? Like you don't want attention, you want to break this, and there are different kinds of quotation marks problem students. There are different ways that people engage. So your student, I'll be like, well, what does that mean? Because they need very different things. They need very different things, right? So you go like, hey, I just need you to pick one thing, kind of as you were saying, some points of notice. You're like, what's one thing that you're like, I don't get all of this, but like, can I nail the feet? Can I just hit the feet and make the feet?
Okay.
Or can I get like anything like that? It's like, and that's it. And if that's all you got, you did it. No wrong answers. You did it. So great, but thank you for bringing it up. Very, very, very important, because I was very much on the one kind of person who would intentionally break it, and then I forgot about the other kind of person who'd be like, I don't want to break this, I don't know how to play, which is totally valid. So thank you very, very much.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, it kind of reminds me of a precursor to a yes and activity, in the sense that I was very I had a brain fart for a moment because I was so used to the activity where you face each other, you mimic the person, and then you turn around and do something different. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, that represents the yes, and this represents the yes. So I think it's a great way to try to, even if, you have issues with your body, you're trying to replicate, you're trying to agree with that person. And I think that's the bottom line. And also as an actor, it makes you think, well, it's harder for me to tone it down because I was trained in slapstick for a very long time. So when I turn to look at my partner, it's going to come out a little funnier. So it's a good way to also kind of say, all right, what can I do as a performer to tone it down a bit?
How do I control my
Yes.
And to the point of yes and, oh gosh, this is going to a whole different place, but to the point of the yes and, that both of these students had at its core for the ensemble, whether they're like, I'm going to take up space or I don't want to take up space, the result is still a no of kinds. And you're like, we're trying to get to yes, right? Because it's no, I'm going to do my thing, or it's like, no, don't look at me, but it's still no. And so you're like, but how can we get to yes, right? Cool. Speaking of that yes, that collective yes, thank you very much for that. I'm going to hand you all a card. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneak past you. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. I'm going to pass around pens, first of all. Thank you very much.
Let me get that.
And then I'm going to hand out cards with just an object on it. I just want you to take your card, look at the, and don't share it with anyone. You can look at it. You can go nuts. But don't share it with anyone else at the moment. Okay. Do it this way so that we can still. And right, did this so that I could put me and Dawn at the same time. That was you wanted to turn it down.
You said we can look at it.
You can look at it, just don't
Yeah, right.
they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
The one,
like-
sorry.
One.
Yes, I was telling her. It's like, that's what I'm trying to reply to. The one that
I think so.
Okay.
and I do it from the
Fantastic. Cool. So everyone has their object. Yes, everyone has their object in the pen. Fantastic. Okay, so now you are going to look at that object. You are going to add an adjective to that object. You're going to write it on the front of the card so that, like, my card says Mick, which was meant to be milk, but apparently your girl like missed in hell. So it's meant to say milk, and I would then write sassy, right? So by putting it on top, is it like I'm making a title of this thing of some kind? On the same side, on the same thing. So
On top of it?
yeah, I would say, oh, okay, all right, type 18. Yes, just so that you can be like, hey, sassy milk, right? Or like angry potato. I didn't write potato, I don't know why, but whatever. So I would say keep it an adjective. It was maybe be nice if it's kind of emotionally driven in some kind of way, but I don't want to be limiting. I don't want 15 sad somethings, right? So like be, like free yourself to nostalgic or I don't know, abrasive, and like it does it. Well, we don't have to be so. Be fun, be creative, enjoy in this. Cool, got it. That's it. Doing that. Everyone done?
Yeah.
I missed. Sorry, we were having. So we're just gonna add an adjective of some kind to the to this item that we got. So like a distributed adjective. I think something semi-emotional, but I don't want to be super duper sick. Like don't be. You can be as creative as you like. Oh, everyone good? I'll give you a second. Go ahead, take your time. Take your time. Doing all right? Yes. You. All right. All right. Excellent. So now you're going to take your card and you're going to pass it to the left.
Okay. Again, she does it to me.
Is it on the other side?
No, I'm just probably worried about it.
Or we're just trolling? Cool, great. Excellent. Cool. We got it right? We got it? Everyone got it? Yes?
Yes, it's good. Something. That's not like.
Oh, we went on the other side. Got it. Sorry. Don't worry. All good. No worries. I will get you another piece of paper right on there in a hot second. Now, turn your card over so that you're on the lines side. The lined side.
We need one more card.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got it. Here, do same. Oh, you got.
I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
Great. Cool, great. So turn it over so that we're on the line side now. Yes. Can I get? I'm going to give you just your. This is still going to be your attitude, just so that you have a thing to write on.
Perfect.
Actually, can you do me a favor and copy it to the dome?
I'll do that.
Thanks, appreciate it. Cool. So now I want you to write. Should I do the constraints? I'll get to the constraint. Now I want you to write the first line of dialogue from this object, as in it is the object of this meaning.
You can write it. You can turn the card over and write it right at the top.
At the very top, yeah, write it at the very top of the card.
On the lines or the one? I'm so sorry. I didn't teacher. I'm not in lines. Maybe I can
Go ahead.
Is it dialogue? So should we be talking to someone or is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or what? Because I'm going to say yes again.
Okay.
Or.
Or to themselves or to
Yes.
another. Okay, great. All right.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Correct. Just the first line, literally first line, one sentence, first line. So for milk, for sassy milk, I might be like, oh, Almond's got nothing on me, baby. Right? Cool, great. That's one line of dialogue for sassy milk. because sassy milk is probably almond milk, you know, that's not real milk. I've been in this milk game a long time, never mind, that's one more line. Cool, good, yes? Yes, you may, thank you very much. Good, everyone good? All right, fantastic. Now, pass it to the left. What I need. You're gonna need a piece of paper, right? I'm gonna get that to you, no problem. So, now, take a hot second and observe that you have already, like, started creating something as a group, right? Already on something? Or you look at this paper and you're like, oh, I've got, like, something that happened here, right? Yeah? All right, excellent. So, now, I wasn't going to give paper to all of you. I feel like you're going to need a note. So I don't have it. So now I'm just going to All right, so now, what you're going to do is write a monologue. You already have your first line of dialogue, right? You've already got like attitude or perspective going on here. So now you're going to finish this monologue. I'm going to give you 15 minutes.
I'm gonna plant a seed with them.
Please do.
Right? Who here, when they heard finish the monologue, were like, okay, cool, let me cook. All right, like let me just go. Great. That's the type of student, right? They want minimum constraints. They want maximum freedom. Go. Who here heard finish the monologue and immediately froze? All right, that's me. Thank you. I know my people. I love you. So, freedom's wonderful. Freedom is terrifying, right? So I'm gonna sort of yes and I'm gonna sort of plant a seed within the activity that you can take or ignore, right? Because if you're a freedom person, cooked. Ignore me. All right. If you're an anxiety type. Here are the constraints I'd like to offer you. All right, 3. Please make sure that your object has a past. How did life used to be? You can use the prompt like life used to. Please have your object have a present. Life is now. And please give your object a dream for the future. And once you have a past, present, and a dream for your future, you're done. Cool? Lovely. Ooh,
Like used to?
life used to, life is, someday.
So you could be talking to someone who's present, but
line has to be in the box.
But that don't mean that they do long. Yes.
Does this line has to be in the monologue somewhere, or the beginning
That
line?
has to be the
First line.
yes.
Okay.
To honor what we've been given, right? Because we're also seeding generosity and collaboration into our theater work. That must be your first line. After that, it's up to you.
Come meet us back in the circle, all you lovely artists and creatives. Excellent. Everyone feeling solid about my thing? No? Great, I love it. That's fantastic. Cool. Wonderful. So now, once again, we're gonna take a hot minute and be like, oh look, like it's been 40 minutes. And off of one word that I wrote on a piece of paper this morning, you've now created an entire monologue with the help of 3 other people. You've made a thing, right? Just because you didn't have just because you didn't start with a blank piece of paper, right? And with the help of some enabling constraints. We love an enabling constraint. So, now, next phase. Pass the paper to your left.
Sorry, I didn't wear my wool.
In the card?
Yeah, the card is so that everyone knows what you're doing. Cool, great. I'm gonna give you just 1 minute, like not even a whole minute, to read over this monologue that you've just been given. With the card, please. And then, you'll give 1 minute to like look this over, and then you're gonna be sharing it with everyone. All right? So that's why I want to give you this like 30 seconds just to read it over so that nothing catches you by surprise. And then we'll do some sharing. You're like, look at these things that we made. I love that we're observing. I love that we're observing the actions of someone else reading the thing that you wrote. You're like, hope they get the beats right. I don't know.
Yeah. But so this one,
I have no idea.
I'm assuming that was the
That was the
object.
Object, yeah.
Okay, then somebody wrote that above it,
Uh-huh.
and then somebody wrote this.
Yes.
Okay. Gathering.
Find that, get it?
Got it.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I was still sitting there, brainstorming,
wanting
rooms instead of writing.
But still, you did great. You're both doing great. Everything's gonna be great. I think so. No, that might happen. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Good call. We'll see how it goes. It's fake it. And make them. Huh?
I was worried that they were doing
We'll make choices in another and there's no it's all good. Cool. Excellent. Ready? Everyone?
Wait, I haven't read it all yet.
Oh, we haven't read it all yet. All right. Well, we're still gonna move on so that we can get some other things. Having read it over, who wants to share first? Who wants to go first? Knowing that, all right. Well, okay, go ahead. Already love this choice. I love these choices.
I wonder how many kids could fit on me. I remember back in the day, there was a bunch of kids fighting over whose turn was next. But now, maybe 2 kids show up all day. They always go to the other one because it's not under the mulberry bush. Doesn't get the purple stones and stains. But at least I get all the mulberries. Even if that other one doesn't get all the kids, I get all the mulberries. They're mine, all mine. But it's not the same. I bet I could. I remember once holding 4 kids all at once. And my chains, not even straining or squeaking as we flew through the air. I bet I could hold all the kids at once, all mine. But now, I just sit in the stagnant air and the mulberries fall. Plop, 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 and tarnish my once beautiful blue plastic seat. But at least I get all the mulberries. They're mine. All mine.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. All right. You didn't say that. Teacher. My goodness. How? Do we know what this object was? Did anyone want to guess?
Swings.
Twins. Yes. You're not cheating, right?
No.
Yeah, swings. I loved it. I've also like such a. I'm gonna say evocative picture of the mulberries. I'm like, I grew up in a different state, and I'm like, I know the swing, that has the things that's just like it's stained purple because it all fell on, and I was like, that was really great. And you never said that. We never said the thing, which is an enabling strength that we didn't put on you, but like you still managed to do it. Was fantastic. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Who's next? Oh, sorry. One more question. What was the adjective?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I love that. The way, such strong choices with the acting. Thank you very, very
Yeah.
much. Like incredibly strong choices. I love that you were like, I'm taking it upon myself to set this in the room, where it's going to be. I love it. Fantastic. Who's next? Take it.
I've been waiting all day to light up. You made it back home, and look at you. You look fantastic. It was so dark here, but not now, baby. Now I'm shining bright. A diamond, baby. Blang, blang. Ooh, wake me up. You make me electric. You make my electric current complete. Completely. You complete me. I'm so excited. I'm here. I'm 75 watts of warm amber incandescence. I'm the warmest. I'm the most joyous. And I love it. And look at you. You love me too. You're basking in my glow. You're unfolding your blanket. You're snug. You're nestling under my warmth too. We're working together. Oh, a book? Perfect choice. I've been waiting all day for this. And now you're home.
What do we think this? Anyone have a guess as to what this item is? No cheating. Yes.
It's a light bulb?
Is it a light bulb?
It's close.
Oh, lamp.
Yes.
Lamp.
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 What was the
Thank God.
adjective?
What was the adjective? What was the adjective?
Excited.
Excited. Excited. Excellent. Excellent. We love it. Wonderful. Also, again, I just interesting that like you set a pattern for us. Everyone like, oh, give them to stand and deliver. No one in the last group stood at all. Everyone sat and read. Nothing wrong with that. Just interesting.
At age 60, standing is like a big achievement, so do it all.
Do it all that I. Fantastic. Who's next? Go on.
I will. Thank you.
OMG, Lin-Manuel, let's do it. I haven't talked to you since the Cordy days. Oh, I can't believe we're Cordical now. Huh. These kids nowadays are taking over every working moment on my screen. But honestly, I don't mind it. Their IG reels and their TikToks are hilarious. I find myself going through these songs and dances multiple times a day with my girls at school, tucked away in our backpack. You know what I want to do though? Take a break. Go on a vacay. Late night TikToks are fun, but I want to feel the sun on my screen. Sand on my back. That would be nice. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. What was the object? Anyone? I mean, guess. Let's guess. So not anyone, because some of you don't.
A smartphone? iPhone? Someone?
Yeah. Yes. That is definitely the correct answer. And what was the adjective?
Exuberant.
Exuberant. Oh, excellent. Fun. Like you captured that exuberance. Wonderful. Fantastic. Excellent. Who's next? Go ahead.
Look off the camera.
Right? Girl on nose.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I know I'm probably not going to be chosen, but I still want to be. I want to be included. Just because I got startled, tripped, and fell, and now I have this scar, and I don't look like the rest of my family. We're all the same on the inside. Maybe someday they'll accept me instead of passing over me and leaving me here past my expiration date. I hope reducing my price works.
Ooh. What do we think the object was?
A fruit of some sorts. Cans.
Oh.
What?
Corn. I might have missed.
Can.
Missed the.
Did you miss a canned part? Okay.
I'm like, is there a corn?
Oh yeah, it does
But
happen.
I love the
I
can.
didn't mention the corn. I was going to build up to succotashes.
I like I really enjoy the use of nervousness of becoming a pick-me. Because now knowing that it's corn, that idea of like, I hope they pick me, it's like, yeah, who's picking canned corn? You know, like, that's what I want right there. Cool, excellent, wonderful. Who's next? Take it away.
Welcome to the best computer ever. Honey, you may wonder, did I always look this fabulous? No. It took hard work gathering intel or my ex, the PC, while trying not to ram his megabytes. Hey. We all have to start somewhere. After studying his 3.1 window of brain cell, and no, I couldn't operate in that way. I rebranded, reinvented, took on the name Mac, and broke up with Miss DOS for good. MS-DOS for good, rather. Sometimes we need to find ourselves through struggle.
What's the object? Say what? Computer? Yep. Cool. Great. Oh, what was the adjective?
Cheeky.
A cheeky. Excellent. Excellent adjective. Thank you very much. Excellent adjective. Thank you very much for that. And so you wrote it? Adjective. Then
Line.
got it. First line.
Line.
What? Got it. What was first line?
Short and sweet.
First line was, welcome to the best computer ever.
Way to roll with that. Got it. Oh, fantastic. Really well created, all four of you. Fantastic. Cool. Who's next?
Boo, ha 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 ha. Well, at least that is what I feel like I should be saying at this time. Life wasn't always this way, you know? Yeah, it started out pretty darn exciting. Bright, shiny, feeling all orange, white, and black, filled with sugary sweetness. I loved being amongst similar members of the group. We were poured in a bowl, and even though my personal space was compromised, we had a community. One by one, though, my friends started disappearing. I started feeling fearful. Where are they going? What are the giant claws coming down from above? Why are they scooping us up and putting us in bags? These past few hours have been terrifying, traumatizing, and yet exciting all in the same breath. Are we in a show? Do others want to meet us? Are we important? Or are we slowly dying? Life at this point is unknown. Oh, here comes the claw again. With my future unknown, I have to ask, what does trick or treat mean? I'm hopeful, but if I'm gone, those who have met me will have a legacy of colors and triangular shapes in their mind forever.
What was the object?
Candy corn.
Candy corn, specifically? Was it?
I say candy corn specifically.
Yeah, I was on a corn kick. Yeah. Excellent. Well, the use of the claw, little Toy Story action going in there. Fantastic. Love the imagery. And yeah. I just thought it was fantastic. And then we didn't know exactly what it was until what does trick or treat mean, right? Does anyone else feel that way? Yeah.
What was it? Like a jack-o'-lantern container, or like what do you call them? Jack-o'-lanterns?
Yeah.
Like
I know.
for
Like the thing that they hold?
yeah,
Yeah.
like a basket. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Fantastic. Who's next?
To get myself some.
Yep.
I am here today to discuss the disappearance of Mr. Orange. As the mayor of the crayon community, it is my duty to get to the bottom of this. Hey, you, Mr. Red. You were last seen with Mr. Orange. Where did you go after coloring the fruit? We are in September. We are going. What are we going to do for Halloween? Without Mr. Orange? The children. What are the children going to think of this year? No orange jack-o'-lanterns. We can't do Halloween without orange. Mr. Orange, if you are listening, please come back. To all of us at the Crayon Box. The crayon community needs you. Do not make us resort to reaching out to those flimsy colored pencils. Or worse, the ink markers. Thank you for listening.
You don't need to ask what the object was. What was the issue?
Distinguished. So it's like dabbling between, I'm going to be a distinguished mayor, and then also like,
We're in a little bit of fantastic. Love it. You got dichotomy going on there. That's the balance that is crayon. That's fantastic. Loved it. On wonderful writing, really wonderful writing. To give us like stakes immediately jumping in. What I'm also learning is that I gave you way too much time. That's on me. That's not bad. All right, but take that as your lesson when you take it forward. Be like, don't give them that much time. Who's next? Who's next? And guys, don't be like students. Don't try to play out this clock. All right?
So I'm gonna do what I do in class. When I say who's next, no one does anything. I'll wait a second, then I'll go like, oh great, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're in.
62 years working overtime, day in, day out. And I'm done. Things aren't the way they used to be. Do you want to know what it was like? Kids saw me and fought over me. My effectiveness was sought after, appreciated. I was bright. I was shown off. I was part of the process. Now I can't tell how many times I've been saved from the garbage. I've experienced, damn it. No one values that anymore, clearly. So I'm ragged. I break off in pieces, but I'm here to tell you those pieces are still viable. But no one likes using the broken bits. Everything has to be untouched and new and have multiple purposes. Can't just do one thing well and be janky. You have to do 5 things well and be edible and break away parts that fit together and all be scented like damn Skittles. So you know what? I'm ready. I'm done. Let them live without me. See what they'll be missing.
What do we think the object is? Anybody?
It makes sense, but you know.
I'm sure. I mean, I wrote these and I was like, did I put edible? Feels like I put edible glue. I don't think I did, but I think I might have put edible glue. Any guesses? Anybody? Any guesses?
Pencil?
Pencil?
So close. You're so close.
Pen?
Go ahead. Let's know.
It's an eraser.
Well, you silly like
It was a grumpy old. I'm sorry. It was an old eraser.
Yes.
And the adjective was grumpy.
Oh, nice. Very good. Oh, lovely. Wonderful to be great writing, right? This ode chap gave you tuition. Wonderful. Excellent.
Who has not had a chance to share?
Okay.
Oh, fabulous.
I'm tired of them filling me with Starbucks. I used to luxuriate each morning. The times brushing my cheek as I was filled with cream and sugar, sunlight streamed through the blinds, and I was met with a tickle until he drank to the dregs. Then my world was upended. That devilish invention, the yard sale, and I became hers. Venti double macchiato with 3 pumps of caramel and oat milk, please, every damn day. I'm slushed about and dragged here and there. No more tickles, brushes, or more streaming sun. Just a cup holder and the jingle jangle of keys. She's nice and all, but will she slow down? Just stop and smell the coffee, baby. I cannot even stand the oat milk. Oh, hell, maybe not.
Excellent. What was the item? Say it. Say it louder. There it is. Thanks. Excellent. Coffee cup, right? Yes.
It was a cup, yeah.
And what was the adjective?
Redundant.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. What a creative take on that. No, not.
Did I miss it?
No, not. First of all, no wrong answers. Remember? No, not at all. But I took this as made to be redundant. And as in the British, as in to be fired, to be like you've been made redundant. But the idea of like the repetition of something, right? The idea that like you had one life and then you had another life, totally qualifies and is very interesting as well. Also, and what a fun adjective too. How do we? Hey, that's great. Yeah. What was the first line?
I'm tired of them filling me with Starbucks. That was good.
Nice. Because it's cut, right? So it's like you told us what the thing is without telling us what the thing is. Fantastic. Love it. Cool. Yes, Bryce. Well, nah, never mind. JK. And so, sorry to those who didn't get to go. Congratulations. Congratulations on timing out the clock. You did great. Yeah, I may it never happen to you in your classroom when someone does it to you. All right. There you go. I'm gonna turn it over. You can take over the end of the deal.
Thank you. Those were delightful. And what we hope is that maybe opened up a little bit of the dilemma I think a lot of us face as theater teachers when we're thinking about playwriting, right? We need it to be scalable, we need it to be achievable, we need it to go quickly, right? You might only see them once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, once every other week. And the thing that English teachers do I have kids 10 periods a week and I can have them write this thing for 3 weeks, doesn't necessarily work for what we do, right? And so we really love the idea of flash drafting. How can we seat something, have the writing go fast, have every kid experience success with it, right? You have an object, you have a feeling. If you either have something wide open or you can scale it back, you can have a set of criteria, you can have a past, present, dream for the future, right? With my 7th graders, I include the constraint of you're not allowed to say your name. So if you're a pencil, the one word you can say is pencil because my 7th graders love the guessing game aspect of it. Like the feature of it is that, and then that can inform the writing as well, right? Kids know they can't say their name. Your goal is you want people to guess. You want them to know you're a pencil. So how are you going to let them know you're a pencil without saying the word pencil? Right? How many hints can you drop in the 10 minutes I'm going to give you to write this? Right? And then the really fun thing about this is this can be a great launching for a playwriting unit, right? Because you can then become iterative with it. We've written something and we know we can write something because we've done it, right? And then now we're going to use exactly the same format, but this time, instead of a pencil, it's a crossing guard, right? So we wrote our object monologue, then we're going to write our person monologue. And then we can take that monologue and we can stretch it into a scene, right? We can start to play on this idea of write something, perform something, write something, perform something, right? I was scared for years of doing a playwriting unit because I couldn't wrap my head around that question of time and the number of times I've seen them and how am I going to get them quickly back to performing, right? And so I love what Anthony brought us to, as something that like, oh yeah, you know, even with my 7th graders, I guarantee I can do this in 2 periods. I'll model it, we'll write it in 1 period, we'll perform it the next class, right? Like, that feels compact to me, that feels really doable. And of course, we always like to remind you that nothing that we offer is meant to be prescriptive. You 100% know your choice, right? And so you say, well, my kids need more freedom, or my kids need more constraints, or, you know what? For my kids, I don't think I'm going to have them trade cards. I'm going to have them stick with their object. They really need that solidity of this was my idea and I'm going to see it through and I'm going to perform, right? What's one aspect of this that you feel like you could plant a seed for next school year?
Well, I was just going to say I really like the passing of the cards aspect of it because, like, when, you know, the actor that had my monologue read it, I felt very proud that my work was being shared, even though I'm not someone that's going to volunteer to act. So, because I'm more of a writer. So it was like really fun way for me to feel like included and like my work was shared. And the same thing with when like the piece was shared that had my adjective in it. And I was like, oh, that's cool to see like how it turned out. So I feel like there's a way for kids that maybe don't like to take center stage to still, and then that's like such a great lesson for like, well, the playwright is so important to the process, like, you know, and that we can write collaboratively. So even if I'm not someone that likes to be center stage, I get to see my work featured that way, so it's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And quick from that, you know. Yeah.
Please.
I think also going into an age where AI is dominating the world, it's nice to have that creative outlet. Pen and paper has been my MO this year because of that. And also it's still lending authentic voice, you know, especially in the middle school level, going into early high school, students are starting to really craft their voice. So I think this is a great way to do it through adjective and perspective and just to do it in that way and then focusing on that idea of like, okay, so how do we translate this fun activity into your authentic voice? Or are you adding your voice here without even realizing? So I think it has a lot to do with taking it up a notch in that element of writing for next year. That's what I'm going at.
100%.
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of L students in my school, so it would be really interesting to have them take this object and then write a whole monologue in their native tongue, like figure out a way to perform it like that, so that way they have that much more freedom in performing when they're not comfortable in English.
Sorry. I think my younger students would actually really like this, like the 3rd graders. And for them, some of the challenge of just like smelling things and printing things, you might inhibit the idea. So I'm wondering about like using talk to text and other technologies, see if they can do the same activity but using some improvisation and not just so bogged down with physical writing.
Sure, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Whatever we're feeling. It's about, you know, that's why we started with Pass the Face, is because it's like, the act of sharing is what the act is, but how that happens is immaterial. So if someone, again, give you too much time, but like if someone was like, man, I need to go outside, I need this kind of thing to be able to complete the task, I need this space to, I think all of that's great. Again, very much so, your kids, and it isn't like literally take what works, like take what works for you and then leave the rest. And if that is the idea of just trading things, great, take that. But if this was very much meant to be overall just like a chance for you all as artists to like collaborate and make a thing, kind of again decompression through the making of art, and that was it. And then you'd be like, oh wait, I just did something that I really enjoyed, and I could take this back. I can take this back for my kids, no problem. But really, it was like you first, and yeah.
Question: do you think you would have had to do monologues with them at some point in time before doing this? Because I think, like, I'm middle school, and we haven't, like, I've not done anything with monologues with my 6th or 7th grade, only with 8. But do you think you would have to have done monologues beforehand, or?
I don't think so. I don't. I think that it's, what you won't get is this big leap that we got from the first choice, right? Like that first choice to be like, I'm going to set myself up in a room. Like you won't get that from people who haven't done monologues, most likely. But you're still going to get the sharing of ideas from a collaborative group. So that's great.
I mean, I don't see a reason why you can't use this to teach monologue. Right? Have them write one first. Right. Backwards engineer a monologue. Right? And then you can talk about, okay, so, so now, who are they talking to? Are they talking to themselves? Are they talking to the audience? Or are they talking to another character? Anytime the character talks for a little while to someone, we call that a monologue. Let's go further.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, I don't see any reason why you need to feel, well, we haven't gone deep, or we haven't seeded monologue completely.
Then we're done. But this comes from like when I started using this, and I came up with it all by myself. But when I started doing this, it was right before they had worked on monologues, like the best summer sessions. But right before they had worked on monologues, they had just finished working on improv, and so this was coming out of game, the idea of game, but they hadn't touched their own monologues yet. So they were like, the idea was, how can I make a game out of this character talking by themselves? And that's where I got
very yes, Andy.
Yeah.
You're really expecting what each person is offering.